All right, hello everybody. This is Gabriel again with right there, ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery. Facebook community of educators that collaborate with each other so everybody can succeed. There's no competition here. The whole purpose of my community is so that people can share experiences with each other when you have an obstacle, an adversity, bump in the road that somebody already went through, and they can at least give you tips, advice, counseling, a push forward so that you can focus on the main goal in your life, your success in abundance. Today, I almost didn't make my life. And, part of my commitment and self-discipline is to try the best I can. So I'm happy to be here today to be able to talk to you on Monday, March 29th. And this is episode 111. And I titled this one, Unshakable Habits of Educators Using ClickFunnels. And I hope I impact you positively. So here we go. Let me give you my full disclaimer. And please note, this is not for those who continuously make excuses or are expecting to get rich overnight. There's no get rich quick here. There's no instant gratification. There's no Bitcoin. There's no lotteries. There's nothing but a commitment and an opportunity to be part of a high quality mastermind, which I'm a part of, which is ODE, Online Digital Education, community in Facebook. It's a private group. And this is where I guide and coach teachers and educators towards their success. So it takes work, it takes commitment, and it takes dedication, what you are already doing. So if this is not something that you're willing to put in for yourself, then this is not for you. And nobody's gonna get mad at you. And if you're looking to start for a few weeks, months, just because, and then you decide, I'm gonna quit just because it takes work, then you're better off doing the same thing that you've been doing. And this is definitely not for you. The whole purpose of this community is to help teachers start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically, which means you don't pay for ads, you do the hard work. Everybody wants to do something great, but nobody wants to get the mindset to do that hard work. And the first step is to do the hard work of replacing those false beliefs that you can't do it, or it's too hard, or success wasn't meant for you. Listen, I get it. Not everybody, can be convinced. You have to convince yourself. But you have coaches like myself who provide you with, validation, affirmations, good support, and a community of people who are actually succeeding as educators, creating their own educational mini courses that actually will bring you 5, 6, and in a lot of cases 7 figures. But let's not talk about that because you're not ready for that mentally, but you are ready for 5 figures, even 4 figures a month, high 4 figures. So let me start you off with a quote. Discipline your life with the habits that brings out the best of you. Harsh Malik said this. He is an educator in India. He is actually the best edupreneur in India, or education entrepreneur in India. And he is one of thousands. I'm going to say thousands because out of the billions of people on the planet, like I said, not everybody wants to do the hard work. Everybody wants to take the instant road to success, or, if they get the lottery, they're happy, but that's short term. If you want to have that success every day for the rest of your life, you got to do the hard work and replace those false beliefs. And Harsh Malik is one of those educators. He's an amazing man. And basically, he has that discipline that has created those habits as an educator that bring him excellent money every month. So, unshakable habits of educators using ClickFunnels. Discipline is one of those unshakable habits. Educators that are achieving, 5 figures online, monthly, can sometimes feel like they're just having good luck. It is not a coincidence that they've achieved such a level of success. And 5 figures is just like saying the first level. It gets better. They place their healthy habits, their routines, the mindset at the forefront and refuse to compromise when it comes to working on their goals. In other words, every day you got naysayers. Well, ignore that. If you want to succeed, you've got to ignore the negativity, all the noise. You don't need $1 million in the bank account, okay, or a rich uncle to manifest the exact lifestyle choices that entrepreneurs rely on to achieve their goals, both financially and personally. You don't need $1 million in the bank. You don't need a rich uncle. In fact, most of the habits and mindset techniques that entrepreneurs credit their success for is free. I started with a $100 investment on learning with ClickFunnels, how to tell my story, how to create my digital marketing for myself, how to create my hook, how to create my product. I already know how to educate. I already have life experience. I'm 55. What I didn't know was how to put that out there in a way to the people who can use my expertise, my experience to solve their problems. So you don't need a rich uncle. In fact, like I said, it's all for free. Educators model the most impactful habits and grow mindset hacks that their successful counterparts have been known to adopt with obsessional confidence and faith. That's one of the habits. Obsessional confidence and faith. It's a great habit to acquire. So whether you're desiring to join the entrepreneur communities on Facebook or just go it alone with your goals and passions, these smart concepts are guaranteed to help you along the way. As long as you're willing to go all in and be honest about the habits or mindsets that you need to squash in order to make way for a new way of thinking and a new way of going about your life. Entrepreneurs are open to learning from others' mistakes. A lot of people don't feel that mistakes is a learning curve. Well, it is. Know and accept that it is important to learn from history. We should learn more from other people's mistakes. They've already blazed that trail you're walking on. And if you want to be a successful educational, entrepreneur online on the internet, studying and reading and basically befriending other successful teacherpreneurs, educationalpreneurs, it's one of the ways you study the history and you get a lot of good information out of that. Aside from learning from our personal failures, we also learn from others' failures. And that's the point. It shortens your learning curve. So we use those experiences to know how to deal with those mistakes and that makes us more resilient with no doubts. Doubt is a killer of dreams. This is where you learn to deep dive further into your educational niche and the audience you serve by getting involved and learning about your clients' pain points. And you want to do that. You want to get involved with your clients, and you don't want to sell them your experience or services. The whole point is you want to develop the good habits of helping people. So in order to do that, you need to understand what your client, your student client, your colleagues, your prospects, what their pain points are based on the educational niche that you're trying to provide them with. Questions invite revelations. So ask yourself or your audience a lot of questions. It's a good conversation. For example, did your audience already use a similar solution that you are offering? Maybe they have and they didn't get the right results. Ask them why. It's good to know so that you don't make those mistakes. Did your audience experience success or failure with the solution? Again, great questions to ask so that you can tweak and adjust and understand how your niche can benefit somebody else. What can you learn from the mistakes others made before you to make it better for your audience? So, other people have made mistakes. What did you learn from that? That's going to help you make your product that much better for your audience. So not every entrepreneur started out with, guns blazing, but they did have patience as they reorganized the time they spent working. The result in most cases lies, to wake up early and follow a routine that sets them up for the success on a daily basis. So waking up early is not something that a lot of adults don't want to do that. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still getting adjusted to that, but I still do it. The entrepreneurial growth mindset requires a commitment to yourself to follow a self-disciplined routine every morning. Every morning. It's a commitment. You start that journey, now you're committed until you see it through. It's not supposed to be anytime. And that's pretty much the results. That's the outcome. You pay the price now, you learn how to do that, you create those good habits that educational entrepreneurs do, because it's a business and it's all about the mindset. And later on, when you actually got that fire crackling and your motor's running and things are happening, you get a lifetime access to anything, anywhere, anytime, because money's no object. Your routine should include at least a 5 a.m. wake-up call every single day to organize and plan your day. Excuse me. So take this time to reflect. Take this time to journal. And to do your success affirmations, to get your mind ready for the day's events. Schedule a workout. A lot of people like to work out, but do it early, okay? And start to eat healthy on a daily basis. This will energize you to tackle everything you need to accomplish your day, before it's done. This positive habit becomes a habit after 30 days of relentless faith in your personal mission to succeed. And stick to it daily for a full year before you decide to even take your first break. I'm on month 7. I've taken little breaks. I've needed to. I'm not going to make an excuse about that. I know that. I'm being upfront with you. But every day I do something in my community to let them know that I am there, providing a service, providing a solution to what you guys need as teachers wanting to transition online. Every teacher, educator, friend, neighbor, and even your immediate family will criticize you. Accept that criticism because it is part of the journey successful people in every arena, deal with in challenging situations. Edupreneurs understand that there will always be people who will criticize their work, their ideas, and decisions. So they accept that there are people who will say no to them. That's okay. Therefore, they challenge themselves to push forward. Challenge yourself every day. It's a good habit to replace the false beliefs in your mind. You got to build a thick skin and maintain your course of success. Taking risks, no matter how many times you fail, is part of the journey. Okay? Having the courage to push forward and learn from these mistakes, now that is a good thing. And it really is. So manifesting an edupreneur, mindset, takes work to replace all the false beliefs one has about themselves. But it is completely achievable as long as you muddle through and do the same hard work you already do for others. Taking a risk on yourself is as common as crossing the street on a green light. That's my metaphor. The whole idea is to continue learning every day and to turn defeats into small wins on a daily basis. Taking risks and venturing, the chances of failure is not always a bad thing. We opt to learn to continue every day, expanding our wings to explore what we can do to turn our defeats into possible victories. So it may take weeks or months or years to reach your goal. The old saying goes, results vary due to, and you can fill in the blanks. Your success depends on your deep faith and never give up on your dream. If you repeat it enough times, believe me, it smooths out eventually, and it does. And that's where you start seeing the economic blessings. It just happens. But you got to have deep faith in yourself. You can never give up on that dream. The good news is that you're not starting from scratch. And believe me when I tell you, you're not. You have years of experience in your educational skill sets. The obstacle is learning how to market yourself and create the attractive character that you aim to be for your clients who need your expertise. So that's all you really need. This is how I started, by learning how to market myself digitally. And I did the 30-day workshop with One Funnel Away Challenge with ClickFunnels. It cost me $100. One of the best investments I've done for myself to transition online as a successful life coach for educators trying to transition. Aligning with like-minded edupreneurs and seeking mentorship, for your success is also vital as an edupreneur, as a teacherpreneur. You want to be part of an alliance of people who can guide you on your goals and also so that you can model their success. You don't have to start it from scratch. There's plenty of examples that you can model from. Just don't copy people, because that's going to come back and bite you in the ass. But you can model people's success and have the same kind of success. What you got to do is be relentless and have that conviction to see it through for yourself. It rubs off, when on a daily basis while talking, with colleagues who know how to manage their attitudes and mindset, it rubs off. Life happens on a daily basis, and we get that. I get that. Happened to me today again, and you want to be able to squash any negativity of challenges by diffusing the situation before it hinders your forward progress. I almost didn't make this live today again because of some personal, situation that I got going on. But here I am because I need to get this done. Edupreneurs learn not to sweep things under the carpet. I'm not sweeping anything under the carpet. They learn to adjust their issues and maintain the positivity to keep them level-headed. It becomes a good habit, which you will feel gratitude for at the end of your day. I'm going to feel good today at the end of my day, because at 8 o'clock my time Eastern today, I'm going to be interviewing an amazing woman who she helps women discover their gift and how to implement it. So edupreneurs truly, without a doubt, believe in themselves. Those who are just starting to journey as entrepreneurs think they believe. In fact, most people have convinced themselves they believe. But the truth is, they're not even close to the level of belief needed. It is a process of affirming and creating the habit until one masters their own mind. They believe they have the courage to pull off their dreams. It's a good way to go. They believe all they need is a winning product or service. They believe clients are hungry for what they offer. They believe in the economy, abundance, and prosperity. They believe their wealth is growing regardless of the ups and downs. They believe they attract the right people and get discouraged practically never. One must believe unconditionally with blind faith on that which they can't see and live it until that belief in the power of the mind connects itself with infinite intelligence, which is God, and become therefore irresistible. That's what's going to get your success going moving forward. Edupreneurs understand that obsessional desire is the starting point of all achievements. And when you combine that with a definite purpose, a mastermind alliance, applied faith, going the extra mile, self-discipline, controlled attention, and organized thought, all of these things are your building blocks. See, the funny thing is that we already do all of that on a daily basis and then quit. There is no instant gratification to becoming a successfully wealthy teacher that way if you quit. The delayed gratification awaits you, and God will deliver it to you with abundance when you do not quit, ever. You never quit on yourself, and that's the whole point. So don't talk yourself out of succeeding. That's the biggest thing that most teachers do. Just don't listen to that inner voice talking you down. That's why having a resilient, positive talks works and pretty much guarantees your success. The habit of having positive inner talk kicks ass every day. It becomes such a great habit for success that you start to focus on the outcome and solutions. Then before you know it, it starts raining dollars. When you work in silence and keep pushing forward, believe me, the naysayers have a tendency of lining up and saying to you, I believed in you from the beginning. We know that's not true. So understand this, I'm in Ecuador right now. And I came here to do great things back in 2017. But I was jacked up. I spent 6 months on $1 a day. I lost a lot of weight. I got infected with parasites and dengue. I've lost 2 teeth, and I've had plenty of sleepless nights. And since Zombie Pandemic 1.0 last year, I've learned to understand the power of positive thinking so that I can get back to the US and resume a life I'm worthy of living. I do this by not quitting on myself and coaching educators on Facebook. If I can believe and have evolved with a growth mindset and deep faith in being a successful edupreneur, well, so can those who are feeling stuck with a lifelong of false beliefs that we are meant to work for others. No, you're not. Not anymore. I'm a life coach for educators, and I welcome you to believe in yourself. So who do you serve? And what greater purpose lies dormant in your greater self, which wants to jump out and become that person you so desire to be? It's a great question to ask yourself as you look yourself in the mirror and you tell that person in the reflection, they got to get out of the way because you're on a mission now. You see, my greater purpose is helping everyday people realize their magnificence with educational affiliate programs like ClickFunnels. I started my learning curve with a growth mindset last year, August 2020. And the knowledge and tools that you will need to achieve your educational niche with my support in the ClickFunnels community awaits you. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, So go ahead, ask me for the affiliate links associated with ClickFunnels. And not only do you get the best educational funnel program, you also get paid for ethically referring it to anyone in your niche audience. And that's one of the best things because, we refer things to others, but we don't get paid for it. Trust and verify what I'm telling you. Russell Brunson, one of the founders of ClickFunnels, states, everybody is one funnel away from realizing their success. The next One Funnel Away challenge starts April 5th. Ask me for the link. You could come over to my community, ODE on Facebook, ask me for the link. You can drop me a comment and ask me for the link on my newsfeed. You can drop me a private message on Messenger, and I will respond to you. Remember, you're magnificent. Let me know, leave a comment, and I will happily have this conversation with you. I hope clients overcome their fears of online success and launch their niche with a growth mindset and organic Facebook marketing as the primary ways to help you transition without quitting your daytime jobs. I also look forward to seeing your success and interviewing you live on my ODE community. So 688,000 people is my personal goal. That's 1% of the 68 million teachers that are needed online over the next decade. Come join me and see why. You'll be happy that you did. So this is Gabriel, and I'm signing out. Today, Monday, March 29th, episode 111. Online Digital Education Mastery. And we just spoke about the unshakable habits of educators using ClickFunnels. Thank you very much for listening and visiting. I look forward to your comments. Have a great day and God bless. Thank you.